Okay, all right. Everything is being recorded here. I want to welcome you here tonight to the Full Velocity Overview Call. My name is James Ward, and I'm the CEO, and I get to be the host here tonight to tell you all about this platform that I really believe is going to change a lot of people's lives. Number one, and number two, give you an opportunity to participate in a crypto space that maybe you haven't ever had before. So, without further ado, what I want to do now is I'm going to go on and share my screen. I'm going to ask you guys, just give me actually 1 second here. I am going to share my screen, but I want to make sure that I have the PowerPoint up and ready to roll when I do that. So let's see here. Give me one more second here and I'll be ready to roll. All right, there we go. All right, let me share this screen with you guys and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, can everyone give me a number one that you can definitely see my screen? You can see the PowerPoint presentation and we will get this thing rocking and rolling. All right, thank you all so much. Appreciate it. Okay, so listen, if you're just joining us here tonight, you're here for the Full Velocity Overview Call. Again, my name is James Ward, and I'm excited to share this presentation with you. What you're going to be learning about here tonight is really an opportunity for anyone, regardless of what your expertise is on the cryptocurrency market, whether you're a trader, whether you just have never even been involved at all. You're going to be learning something very interesting that you'll have a chance to participate in. And what I like to start with always is what type of company is Full Velocity. This is a really important slide, so I'm going to spend just a little bit of time on it, and I'm not going to read it. Well, I might read it a little bit word for word, but you're going to get the gist of it in the sense that, Full Velocity, we are a technology company, okay? We offer trade scripts, we offer bots, which in turn you can deploy on a third-party exchange and participate in the cryptocurrency market. So another way to say that in layman's terms is, hey, we provide a technology, we write the code, and if you want to be able to use it, you absolutely can on your own third-party exchange. We're definitely not a financial company. We don't touch any of your money. You will never send money to Full Velocity. We are never custodians of your money whatsoever. And I want you to really let that sink in for a second. If you've been on any other calls learning about ways to participate in the cryptocurrency market, that's a really important point, right? You are going to have control of what you do, and that's really what Full Velocity was created about. But what I'd like to start with a little bit here today is just the cryptocurrency market in general. I know that we probably have all different levels of expertise here, right? We have some of you that, like I said, maybe you've never even created a wallet for yourself. And then we have some of you that, you're professional traders and you heard something about this and you want to come and look and see what we're doing here at Full Velocity. I'm going to share both of those attributes with you. But, when you look at Full Velocity, you look at the cryptocurrency market in general, man, it is a volatile place. And I think if anything's proven that was the month of May, right? If you guys have been watching, or even if you haven't been watching, my guess is that you've seen many different stories out there that there's been a lot of challenges in the marketplace. We've had our own challenges inside of Full Velocity as well with the market downturn. And, when you're looking at the cryptocurrency market and you're looking at, what you should actually be doing with your money, there's always that conversation. Should I just buy and hold? Should I participate in something that can help me? It really boils down to a selective individual choice. And that's what Full Velocity does. We put the power in your hands to make whatever decisions you want. Now, what I think that you're going to learn here, I know what you're going to learn here tonight is something that is very attractive. And, I talked about the volatility in the market, the struggles that we've had inside of our own company, and the lessons that we've been able to learn from that have been absolutely awesome. So even though it was a challenging time, we've been able to learn some amazing things through that experience. And we're going to share with you those here tonight, the changes that we've made inside of our own system to make sure that if you are one of those people getting started with here tonight, you can not only participate in the market, but you can also protect yourself at the same time, which is really important, right? So let's get this thing rolling and talk a little bit about Full Velocity itself. I've already told you, from a company standpoint, we essentially offer technology, right? If people want to use our technology, if they can, they can. If they don't, that's fine as well. But we are very different in this marketplace in the sense that we give you the control of whatever you want to do, okay? In the sense that, number one, you will have complete control of your funds. You're going to have your own third-party exchange that we have nothing to do with. We just happen to integrate with it. And you can utilize our technology to be able to do that. And I think that's important because I want you to think about this. If you've been on any of these calls calls, again, you've probably been in a situation where a company is going to tell you, hey, send all your money to us, right? We're going to collect your money and we're going to trade it on your behalf. And I know for a fact that if I pulled you guys out here tonight and I said, hey, raise your hand if you've ever sent your money to a company and the company disappeared, or the owner's gone, or the rug was pulled out from underneath you, whatever you want to call it, every single one of you would probably raise your hands and say, yes, that has happened to me. Well, that is why Full Velocity was created. It was created to give you a unique experience to be able to control and put the power back in your hands. And what I want to do is I want to talk about what that really means. What does it mean to have control of your funds and still be able to utilize our technology? Well, number one, if you decide to work with us, you decide to integrate with a third-party exchange, you decide to use our technology, number one, you're going to have access to your balance at any time and your profit at any time. There are no waiting periods. There's no lockup periods. You're not going to have to wait 60 days or 90 days or, until your funds double, or, until you jump through 55 hoops and have to transfer it to a coin to no, none of that happens here. This is legit. Like, you can take it whenever you want. It is absolutely yours. We never touch your funds. As I said, as a company, we honestly don't even know exactly how much money you put into your actual third-party accounts that you utilize our technology on. So it's a very, very cool situation that you get to really drive the ship. We just get to provide an awesome product. There's no early withdrawal fees. Not only are there no lockup periods, there's no period of time where we say, hey, if you utilize our technology, you go to withdraw your funds, we're going to charge you X amount to get out. That's not the way it works either, right? You're going to be able to see at all times exactly how much money you have in your account. You're going to be able to know exactly how much money you have access to. And we're going to talk more about that and some of the changes that we've made to really make that an attractive thing, even more so than what it already was. Now, also, you're going to have full transparency, okay? Inside of our platform, the technology that you use, the company that we integrate with, which is called Dart, you're going to have access to being able to see every single open trade that is out there, right? You're going to know exactly how much your money is working for you. You're going to know exactly how much money you have access to. You're going to be able to see all your profits or losses, right? Because this is real trading. It's not just straight up. There's no fixed rate here or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. This is a real live trading platform that you will have access to. But having that type of transparency really opens up people's eyes to what's going on. And I really believe that, inside of this industry, which we are involved in, we are completely changing the game. We are breaking the mold. And I really believe that even though you see people continually get scammed, falling for the same things over and over, I believe that the situation that we have created, the company that we have put forth, is going to be really setting the bar for the rest of the people to try to reach with the transparency we have and giving the control to you, instead of saying, hey, we're going to send our money to some company, they're going to trade on our behalf, and we don't know what's going on. Those days are over as far as I'm concerned. Now, the cryptocurrency market, like, it trades 24/7, right? So 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. It does not take off for holidays. It does not take off for anything. It is a constant opportunity for you, right? So with that, you have the potential to profit. You also have the potential to lose, but 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, the reason why I mention that is because, there's a lot of platforms out there that they're only trading 5 days a week, right? If you look at the stock market, or if you look at the Forex market, or if you look at the commodities market, and I know that crypto can be considered a commodity, but a true commodity market, those are 5 days a week, where you see this is 7 days a week. So your potential really grows exponentially when it comes to your possible profits. But again, there can be losses too, but just keep that in mind. One thing that we really strive to do inside of Full Velocity is give an ease of use, right? So regardless of what your background is, like I said, maybe some of you haven't ever set up a cryptocurrency wallet. This is your first experience of really being able to learn anything about it. You're in a really good position, okay? Because we have made this very simple for you to understand. We have literally step-by-step instructions in your back office that take you by the hand, get you set up literally 100% within about 10, 15 minutes at the very most. And that's if you're kind of slow with it, right? All the videos are very small. They're like 1 minute to 2 minutes. I think the longest one might be 4 minutes, but you're going to be able to get this thing up, like I said, in 15 minutes. 10 minutes is too aggressive. Let's just say 15 to 20 minutes to keep it safe. But even if you're a newbie, you're going to be able to do this, which is a really cool thing. We want to make it really simple. We also have a great support staff as well that can walk you through that. Now, One thing that also makes it easy is the currency that you get to actually start and fund your bot with. All right. We integrate with a company called Dart, and I think I already mentioned that to you. But Dart has made it possible for people to fund their bot through their exchange in a really cool way, right? So you can use Bitcoin, you can use Ethereum, Litecoin, USDC, USDT, and here's where it gets really cool. You can also use bank wires, right? Not just here in the US, but regardless of where you're located in the world, if you want to wire funds in, you can do that. If you are located in the US, you can also use Zelle, which I think most of us are familiar with Zelle, which is it's an amazing thing, right? It really opens up the door to those people that have been attempting to get in that crypto space, but just haven't been able to. They don't even know how to set up a wallet. This is a great step in the right direction to allow you to participate in this and not have to have the education that so many other programs must have, right? There's no exchanging. Like, you can literally send in dollars if you want and be able to work with that, which is, I think it's a really cool thing. So I want to talk really briefly about the Full Velocity bot. And, even if you've been here since the beginning, which I guess we launched on February 2nd of 2022. So this is June 9th. We haven't been in business a tremendous amount of time. You know that we have just rolled out a brand new bot. And if you're brand new, you didn't know that, but we literally just rolled out a brand new bot this week. Okay, literally this week is when this bot actually started trading, and we've already had people that have funded their accounts. Now, I will tell you, if you are an existing member, let me just go on and throw this out there. Things are not displaying in your back office yet because it's in the syncing period, but just know that everything is working there. There's a 5-day wait period, business days, that in the beginning on this initial run. But as soon as it syncs up, it will go to 24 hours. You'll be seeing those updates. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk a little bit about what this bot does. And I'm going to give you some of the numbers just so you know exactly how it's been doing. Okay. Number one, there's a lot of different strategies out there when you look at bots or you look at signals or anything like that. And, a lot of them have a lot more risk associated with them than I truly believe our bot does. So, if you've ever looked at a martingale system, a martingale, that's a gambling term. It basically means every single time you lose, you double your bet, right? We're definitely not a martingale system. There's no rebuys. This new bot that we have created has a very low utilization rate. Now, I want you to understand what utilization rate means, okay? So you have an understanding. Every single time someone puts money into their bot, there's only a certain portion of that money that's actually used at any given time to be able to produce the results that we're looking to produce, okay? So the average utilization rate here has been 2.9%. So what does that mean, 2.9%? Well, let's just call it 3% for my easy math, okay? So if someone put in $100, 3% of $100 is $3, right? So that means that you would have $3 that were actually exposed in the market right this second, which is really important for you to understand, okay? That means that 97% of your money is not actually at risk in the market. Now, some of it's there to make sure that we have the leverage amount that we need, because this is a futures trading market, right? So anytime you trade in futures, there is some leverage that is used. Now, you can see our leverage rate, the maximum is 10x. Now, why is that important? For those of you who are new, you don't even know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of companies out there that trade at 50x, that trade at 100x, right? That is very, very risky. This bot trades at a maximum of 10x leverage, which is really cool. Now, in addition to that, I told you that we've learned some lessons, right? We've had some challenges inside of this company, especially the middle of May. Our first bot, it got absolutely demolished. And I know you're probably like, James, why would you say that to people on a call that are, considering doing business with you? Well, I'll tell you straight up, like we're really transparent here, right? This is not something that is a secret or anything like that. We had a different strategy that we used that was a hedge strategy. And, from that hedge strategy, we really learned some amazing lessons in the market. And we've been testing this system, this bot in the background. We'd already announced to our members several weeks ago that we were going to be rolling it out. And now here we are introducing it to you. So we created inside of this bot. When I say we, like I can't take any credit for that, right? I'm kind of just the guy that gets to talk about it. I have no ability to trade. I don't do any of that. But the team that we work with, what they were able to code into this bot is what we call a soft stop loss. Okay, and basically what that means is if your account was to drop 12%, okay, 12% in one day, just 12%, the market's going down. It would do what they call a soft stop loss, which basically means they would not open up any more trades whatsoever. Okay, no more trades will be open, and all they would look to do is to try to take profit, see if the market is going to, stabilize, and once they got back, they would be able to start trading again. Okay. Now, number two, we have what we call a forced exit at 15%. Now, what does that mean? That means that at any given time, if the market drops or your account drops 15%, we have an exit button. We are literally exiting the market. We are pausing everything. Now, I have to tell you, this is so important, especially in the volatile markets that we've seen as of late. We've seen major coins, like top 10 coins, that have absolutely, went to zero, right? So in times like that, where there's catastrophes happening, we want to make sure that we can protect you and make sure that you can utilize our system effectively. And that's exactly what this exit system does. It's a forced exit if anything was to happen. Now, also, I'm going to show you some numbers here in just a second, because some of you might be like, well, I don't want to lose 15%, but I'm going to show you something here in a second to show you how that it might soften that if that was to happen. I mean, the chances of it happening are slim, but you never know what could possibly happen, right? Because this is real trading. Now, in addition, having access to close to 100% of your principal at all times, okay? When I say close to, it can be anywhere from 90% to 100% of your principal. And the only thing that's going to deter it or dictate that is going to be the utilization rate and the amount of money that's being used in the leverage account, okay? So let's just say that it's 2.9 and that is the utilization rate. You might be able to access, let's say 96% of your money or 97% of your money, somewhere in there. So just keep that in mind. That's at any given point in time. If you have an emergency, if you need something, you'll be able to get that. And we're going to talk more about that here in just a second. But let's get to the bot and the way that it works. I know I've spent a lot of time on this slide, but even for new members, existing members, this is something that they're kind of hearing for the very first time, okay? So the FB bot is a combination of a few different strategies that are utilized. One of those being a mean diversion, okay? Traditional formation, and I know I spelled that wrong, I'm sorry, trend breakout. I gotta remove an E there. So not a tree end, but a trend, okay? So a trend breakout, as you can see, I did this slide today, so I apologize for the misspelling, but you get the idea, okay? These are three strategies that are being utilized. And basically what happens is this, okay? The system is going to get signals, and they're going to look at signals every 1 minute, 5 minutes, and 15 minutes. They look at those different charts. Anytime that there's a signal indicated, they look at those three different time periods, and they also do what they call a filter, okay? And basically what the filter does is it takes a look at these signals and see, is this a real signal or is this just a small indication, right? Is this market really turning? So let's just say that the market dropped 15%, hypothetically, okay? That's a bad number because I know we said that doesn't mean that we'd be on that side of it. We might be on the profit side of it. So let's say that the market dropped 15%. We got a signal that the market is going to be going back up, okay? What's going to happen is just because it dropped doesn't mean it's going right back up, right? We've seen that right now. We've witnessed that. So what happens is this system will look at the 1 minute, the 5 minute, and the 15 minute. It will do a filter, and based on the filter, it will decide whether a trade is open or not, okay? Now, one thing that I didn't include on this slide that I really wanted to, that's very much different than the previous bot, is that the accounts that will be trading, okay? So as the accounts are trading, each individual bot will be for one coin, okay? We trade in multiple different coins, usually about 6 to 7 different coins, and these are usually altcoins, okay? This wouldn't be like a Bitcoin or Ethereum or something like that. It would be like a Near or an Atom, those type of coins that many of you maybe you haven't even heard of, but every coin that we trade in has at least a $100 million daily volume, okay? So that's important to understand. We need to have liquidity in the market, because if there's not, we can't get the profits that we need to, right? There's too much gap. So that's there. But just keep in mind, one thing that's very different that I wanted to mention is the segregation of funds, where previously with our hedge bot, every single coin was traded in the same exact accounts. Going forward, we will be splitting those accounts into the individual coins. That's another layer of protection on top of the stop loss, on top of the forced exit, all those things. So as you can see, as a company, we have made a real decision to, hey, number one, protect you, but number two, allow you to participate in the market. So let's get to this. And what has this thing done? That's what people really want to know. Like, James, this is all cool, but how's this thing been performing? Okay. So since March 16th, which is really when actually that should be May 16th. That is not March 16th. That should be May. I apologize. May 16th. And why May 16th? Well, May 16th was basically the launch of this bot, right? It was the launch of when we could actually start seeing the transactions, the trading, everything that's happening in there. So since May 16th, ignore that March. I apologize for that. Of 2022, the bot has averaged 0.3.6% daily. Okay, 0.3.6% daily. Now, I want you to put that in perspective, okay? Like if you look at a bank account, for instance, okay, a bank account's going to pay you what? Maybe 0.5% a year, maybe, right? That's if you're like in a money market, you might get 0.5% a year. This thing is averaging 0.36% daily, right? So I want to be clear on something though, okay? That's no indication that that will continue to happen. There's no guarantees whatsoever. It's not a fixed rate. If you're out there, telling anyone about this, don't say, hey, this thing's guaranteed to get 0.36 a day, because that's not the truth. It could be down 0.36. We're talking about a daily average is what we've been looking at since May 16th. This has been actually back tested and traded and understood before then. We've been working on this for a good amount of time. In fact, we announced this over probably 8 weeks now that we were bringing this, but just keep that in mind. But here's what the coolest thing about this is, not just a 0.36, that's awesome, right? But what else is the maximum utilization during that time, the maximum, right? So the most money that you had working for you at any time was 4.1% of your money. So in that example of $100, that would be $4.10 of your money that would be at risk. Folks, that is a very, very conservative number. And I'm really excited about the direction we're going. Now, if you'd like to mess with some of these numbers yourself and see like, hey, if I put in X amount of money and it continued to average the same exact amount or a little bit less, what would it look like? We have a calculator right on our main website that you can check out, and you can figure out what it would look like for you. So you got to be thinking to yourself right now, like, how much does this thing cost, right? I mean, like, what really is going on here? Are you about to hit me with, hey, this is $1,000 or $2,000 to use your technology? Well, the answer is no. We actually don't charge anything out of pocket for people to be able to utilize our technology, right? So you're not going to be sending a payment into Full Velocity. In fact, you're not going to be sending any money to Full Velocity whatsoever. You're going to have your own account, as we already discussed. But I want you to think about this, okay? Zero upfront cost to be able to access this. Now, if you want to fund your bot, okay, if you actually want to participate in the market, it is a minimum of $200 for you to fund your bot through Dart, the company that we are integrated with, okay? So just keep that in mind. Zero cost, you're not paying us a single dime, but it's a $200 minimum to be able to start your bot. So you got to be thinking to yourself, well, okay, how's that working, James? I mean, how do y'all make money? Well, here's a cool thing. We only make money if you make money through our technology fee. And what that means is this, okay? Every time Full Velocity's technology works, okay? So every time it creates a profit, there's a service fee or a technology fee, whichever one you would like to call it, that is charged of 25% of those profits, okay? So 25% of net profits, we are going to charge a technology fee for that. Now, we've got a really cool thing I'm going to show you here in just a little bit about what we do with that 25%. But if you look out there in the market today, we're very in the middle of everything. Things can go from 20% all the way up to 50%. We're at 25%. That is the fee for using ours. Now, also keep in mind, there's a lot of technology out there that's going to charge you $1,000 or $2,000 up front. We don't do that at all, right? So when people do that, you're automatically starting in the hole. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. So we don't do that, all right? So just to kind of give you a numbers of how that would work, what it would actually look like. Let's say that, for example, someone had a profit of $10,000 in a week. Now, I say a week, but it could be a month, it could be a year. Numbers work the same, okay, because the percentage is all the same. In that example, okay, the account profits $10,000. $7,500 would go to the person that was actually put their money into it, right? Now, again, to get $10,000 in profit, you're going to have to have a significant amount in there. I'm just doing this for the understanding of how it works, okay? So $7,500 would go to the person whose money's working in our technology, and our fee would be $2,500, right? Pretty simple math, but I wanted to break it down for you. So the question, what have we learned at this point in time, okay? I mean, we just take a step back and say, all right, what's going on here? Well, number one, I just told you, it's completely free to join, right? There's zero upfront cost to you to access our bot. Potential profit 7 days a week. We know that the cryptocurrency market trades 7 days a week. So you, through your own account, have the ability to do that. This thing's averaged 0.63% a day. And again, it's since May 16th. I don't know why I put March there, but I did. They both start with M. That's all I can tell you. The ease of use, even if you're brand new to this, we're going to take you literally by the hand and walk you through it to help you get set up. Dart, the company that we integrate, you're going to have your own Dart account that you are going to control. You truly manage every aspect of your Dart account. I'm not logging into Dart tonight. I usually do on these calls, but since there's a 5-day window hold on this bot, I wouldn't really be able to show you the things that I want to show you. Okay. So probably the next call that we do, I'll be able to show you some of those things, but just right this second, it wouldn't make sense to do that. But remember, Dart accepts all major cryptocurrencies, number one, but you can also send in bank wires, you can send in Zelle. So those of you that have trouble either buying cryptocurrency, you've never dealt with it, this is a huge opportunity for you. We never touch your money. Full Velocity literally never touches your money. We're not custodians. We don't even know how much money you're putting into Dart. We have zero control of your funds. And I know I keep pounding the table on this, but man, how many times are you going to send your money to a company just for them to walk away with it, right? I mean, we see it over and over. Take your control back. You control this. You have 100% of liquidity at all times, meaning that you have access to your available balance at any time you want it, okay? So your available balance, again, with the new bot, it's probably going to average anywhere from 90% all the way up to 100%, but anywhere in between there. So you know at any given time, if you had an emergency, if you had a struggle, if you needed it, you could get access to it right there immediately and instantly inside of your Dart back office. Now, Full Velocity, we only make money if you make money, right? That's so important for you to understand. We only make money if our technology works. So I'm going to ask just a little bit of participation here. If we only make money if our technology works, do you think that we have a little bit of an incentive to make sure that our technology is the best that it can possibly be? Just give me a number one if you would agree with that it makes sense that our technology would need to work, right? Yeah, of course. Yeah, and I appreciate that. It absolutely, we need it to work. We absolutely do. And that's a very, very important thing. So with that being said, let's move on here and get this thing started, all right? You're in a position now that you most likely are either excited or not, right? And either way is fine. Like, I mean, we know we're not for everybody, but we also know that we're for a lot of people. So if you're in a position now that you really like what you've heard, maybe you even know others that would like to learn about it, I'm going to tell you really quickly about our affiliate platform. We do have an affiliate platform if you'd like to share with other people. I will go on and tell you just a really quick earning disclaimers. Affiliate commissions are generated from the performance of the FB bot, okay? There's no guarantee of earnings or affiliate commissions at all. In order to earn affiliate commissions, you must refer others who participate in the bot. This is 100% based on your efforts of referring others who use the Full Velocity bot. Now, I don't usually read things verbatim, but I think it's important. But I also think it's pretty common sense. If you don't refer people and they don't use the bot, you can't make any money, right? But I want to talk about affiliate marketing as a whole really quickly. I think for a long time, affiliate marketing got kind of a bad rap. Like, if you look out there in the world today, though, we've got Amazon, we got Walmart, we got every major company out there, all these that are listed right here that have affiliate platforms, right? So it's very common to be able to share things with people and now get paid for it, right? Referral marketing, social marketing, affiliate marketing, whatever you want to call it, it's all the exact same thing. And we have a really cool platform. But here's the deal. It's 100% optional here, right? You do not have to refer a single person. You do not have to participate. You can be active inside the affiliate platform, or you can just go in there and, get your money working for you in the bot and have the potential to earn passive, assuming that the bot performs, right? You have both those options. So it's completely optional. But for those that want to learn more about this, we have a compensation plan that is really cool, right? And I say earn while you sleep, and I truly mean it, okay? So we're going to talk about that in a little bit detail, but I do want to remind you two things. Number one, it's 100% free to participate in. This is not the part where I say, hey, all you got to do is pay $40 a month to participate in it. That's not the case. It's completely free and it's completely optional. But I do want to talk about what I consider the holy grail of business, right? The literal holy grail of business. And that is residual income, right? Residual income is where it's at. You talk to any business owner whatsoever, and they're going to tell you, hey, business is that. If I could pick one income stream that I would like to increase, it would absolutely be residual income, right? That's the key thing. So what we're going to talk about here is how our residual income works. In most affiliate marketing or direct sales, network marketing, I love all those, by the way, but in most of the time, the way that it works is in order for someone to receive any type of residual income, they have to sell something every single month, right? There has to be an auto ship. They have a product that they have to purchase. And it's a really cool business, but oftentimes it can become a challenging business as well, especially, if you have a big team or something like that, you're having to pick up the phone and remind them, hey, the auto ship's coming, make sure there's money in your account. And sometimes people are spending more on the products than they're actually making in their business. So you run into some of those challenges. Well, what's really cool about our business is you're not ever going to have to do that ever, right? There's no monthly fees whatsoever. There's nothing to buy every single month. It's solely based on how are the technology fees coming in as our company and what are we doing with those? And what we're doing with them is we're actually going to share them with you, okay, which is really cool. So let's talk about that. We've created a win-win-win. It's actually, it should be win-win-win situation. You as a person that refers someone into our company that utilizes the bot, they win as our performance goes up. You win as the performance goes up and we charge our technology fee, and we win from the technology fee as well. So what's that look like? Well, I'm going to go back to that example that I showed you that basically said, hey, if there was $10,000 in profit in an account, whether it be daily, weekly, monthly, annually, numbers are numbers. They're always the same. The percentages are always the same. But in that example, if you remember, I said if there was $10,000 in profit, the person who started with the bot, who had their money working in it, they would earn 7,500, right? 7,500, 75%. We charge a 25% technology fee. What we do with that fee is super cool, right? What we do is we only keep 10% of it. So 10% of that 25%, in this example, would be $250 we would keep as a company. The other $2,250 is set aside for our affiliates to be able to earn. It's a pretty cool deal. So let me break it down for you on how it works, all right? As you can see here, this is the full velocity unilevel. I'm not going to go all the way through this, okay? You can get back with who sent you here tonight and learn more about it, but I do want to go through just a little bit, okay? If you look here to the left, what you see is you see different levels and you see different payout percentages. So starting at level 1, it's a 25% payout. So let me break that down for you, okay? I go out there and I refer you into this business, okay? You decide to fund your bot, you start earning, there's technology fees that are charged. I get a portion of that. So in this example, you are my level 1 because I personally referred you. So if we go back to this right here, and this is you, right? I referred you, you earned $10,000 in profit, 7,500 you actually get to keep. We charge our fee. The company kept 250. Of this 2,250, in this example, I would earn 25% of that, right? Because you're on my level 1. Now levels 2 through 5, this is the way it works. I referred you into the business. You decided to refer someone. As soon as you referred someone, they're your level 1. They're now my level 2. Pretty simple, right? Easy to understand. And that works all the way down. And I'm not going to go through that on each example, but levels 2 through 5 in the same exact example, we can see that we would earn 10% of this number. So $225 is what I would earn from you, like from whoever you brought in, if they had that account, because they're my level 2, they could be level 3, level 4, or level 5. It's 10%. So I'm not going to do this on every level. You can see the rest. 6 through 7 is 5%, 8 through 14 is 2.5%, and 15 through 20 is 1.25%. So you can see we pay on 20 levels. Folks, that is huge. Now, how do you get to that 20 levels? There's not any type of big requirements. It's really simple. If you look over here to the right, we have what we call ranks. We call them gears, okay? So like you're shifting gears, full velocity. So gear 1 is like you just refer one person, you can earn on the first 3 levels. You refer 3 people, you can earn on all 6 levels. Where you want to be is you want to be at this full velocity, right? That's the rank you want to be. And that means you referred 12 people. And if you refer 12 people who are active in the bot, right? They actually have money in the bot every single day, you're going to see some massive opportunity because you can earn on 20 levels. Here's one thing I didn't mention that I definitely want to mention. Our commissions are paid every time there's a profit. So in the new bot, you literally have the potential to see hundreds or even thousands of trades every single day. That's not an exaggeration. It is a fast moving bot. So you will see a lot of movement. Every single time there's a profit, right? It pays a commission. There's a commission paid every single time there's a profit paid. So in that example, not only do you have the potential to be profiting with your bot, assuming that there's profits, there's going to be losses as well. But every single time there's a profit, you can be profiting from your bot. And if you decide to be an affiliate and refer people, you can also be receiving commissions simultaneously. So I want you to imagine that for a second. You see your profits coming in, you're getting emails, you're also getting emails that you got commissions on anyone that you referred, even up to 20 levels down. You can see where it gets insanely crazy. And the coolest thing is you don't have to wait a week, a day, a month. Your commissions, just like your profits, just like your principal, are withdrawable anytime you want them, right? It's your business. You control it. It's inside your account. We don't even have access to it. And it's a super, super cool deal. So with that being said, I want to tell you, thank you so much for taking the time to join us here tonight. I definitely appreciate it. I am going to, if you stick around for just a second, I'm going to stop this recording. I saw a couple questions in here. So you guys will kind of, if you're brand new, you're going to get to experience some of this as far as the Q&A, what we do and the transparency that we have. But if you haven't joined yet, get back with whoever sent you here, get your questions answered, and come be part of this, okay? So give me just 1 second here.